Everybody loves new games, and today we're talking 5 brand new games coming to the Quest 2, starting with Journey to Foundation. This is based on Isaac, I think it's Asimov's sci-fi series called Foundation. Sony were the ones that revealed it, and it's by Archaeact, the studio that did Doom 3 VR and Freediver Triton Down. The description says, in Journey to Foundation, players embark on a clandestine mission as Agent Ward, a spy sent to the edge of the galactic empire to infiltrate a group of deserters, only to uncover a dire truth that could change the course of history. Armed with the best tools and weapons the Empire has to offer, you'll have to decide who to trust. Will you fight for the Empire that Hari Seldon has predicted will collapse into 30,000 years of anarchy, or will you defect to the Foundation and help them build a new cradle for humanity? Besides the fact that it's an overly dramatic description, the trailer looks pretty awesome, and I definitely can't wait to check this out. When it launches in the autumn of 2023, this is being billed as a role-playing adventure game where each choice carries a consequence and affects your story. I love that type of game very much. Looking forward to checking this out when it launches on the Quest 2. Next up, if you enjoy the I Expect You to Die games, there's another new game coming this year. That's right, the gap between 1 and 2 is pretty long, but now we've got only a year gap between 2 and 3. I Expect You to Die 3 is supposed to be coming later on this year. It's called A Cog in the Machine. The developers Shell Games said, we have some unique and exciting locations in I Expect You to Die 3, and we can't wait to see how players creatively solve puzzles in a race to beat Dr. Zor at his own game. Players new to the series can jump right in and have a great time, and returning fans will appreciate some fun nods to the prior games. I love these games. They're fantastic puzzle games with a lot of great humor, and it's just hilarious to try to stay alive and not get absolutely demolished by whatever weird things are happening in the scene. If you haven't played the first 2, I highly recommend checking them out, and make sure you keep your eyes open for I Expect You to Die 3 Cog in the Machine launching later this year. Another sequel to a puzzle-style game, A Fisherman's Tale, is getting a sequel from Innerspace and Vertigo Games, and it's called Another Fisherman's Tale. This one looks to be even more unique than the first one. The first game was one of my favorite puzzle games that used some really cool scale stuff and helping yourself style stuff. This one looks to use even more unique circumstances and abilities. The description says, Another Fisherman's Tale continues the story of Bob the Fisherman, crafting a magical and moving narrative about the meaning we create in life by building and rebuilding our authentic selves. Developed from the ground up to maximize the capabilities of modern VR tech, Another Fisherman's Tale introduces a set of all new core mechanics. This time, the player's own body is the primary puzzle to be solved, creating unconventional gameplay based on dismantling and rebuilding their in-game form. And you can see that in this trailer, ripping the limbs off, hands off, throwing them. It looks pretty hilarious, and it looks really well done. The first one had a really cool story and had some unique set pieces, and this one looks to be no different. Definitely looking forward to playing this when it launches in 2023. Next up, this looks like kind of a unique game called the Foglands. It's being billed as a VR dungeon crawler shooter. The description says, The Foglands is an atmospheric roguelike adventure where you'll discover new paths and uncover old secrets. Now, pausing for just a second, roguelike seems to be the new rhythm or wave-based shooter of virtual reality. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but there seems to be a lot of roguelike games coming out. Let me know down in the comments what you think of roguelikes. If you think that they're becoming overdone, if there are too many that are out now and there's too many coming, let me know down below what you think, because I'm curious to see what your thoughts are. But anyways, continuing on, run into the unknown, fight monsters, scavenge loot, and try to make it back before you are swallowed by the fog. It says you can explore the Foglands. You play as a runner, heroes of a sparse community living underground, adventure from the wrecks of a long-dead technology to the undiscovered depths where you'll run, jump, sneak, and fight your way through the fog. Rowdy bar fight action, a mysterious tale. You'll be scavenging in this game. The visuals look interesting, and it looks like it could be a lot of fun, but again, it's a roguelike, and there are a lot out there, so let me know down below what you think of this game, The Foglands, coming to the Quest 2. Next up, I'm kind of interested in this game. This is called Kill It With Fire. Yes, the flat game Kill It With Fire is coming to the Quest 2 in virtual reality. If you've never played this game, this is a game pretty much where you just try to destroy spiders. The description says the leggy lurkers hide anywhere and everywhere, even the odds collecting a bevy of weapons utilizing state-of-the-art spider tracking technology and mastering the new Varachnid gloves to better detect the 8-legged enemies. Follow the tracker and listen to the telltale squeaks indicating spiders, spiderlings, and other unholy abominations. Smash arachnids with office supplies and frying pans, blast spiderlings with shotguns, and slice through 8-legged armies with ninja weaponry. Lob TNT at them for good measure. Still feeling phantom legs crawling around you? Whip out that flamethrower and burn it all down. This looks like it could be a lot of fun. I know you're seeing a flat screen trailer here, but the game itself already looked like a lot of fun. I hate spiders, but I'm ready to burn it down and just destroy all of them with whatever weapons it gives me in virtual reality. Now I've got 2 bonus games for you. These next 2 games are launching next week. We already know about them, but just so you know what's coming, Peaky Blinders, The King's Ransom, based on the very popular Peaky Blinders television show, is coming next week, next Thursday. A couple of things to remember. This is going to be a Peaky Blinders game, and what I mean by that is it is going to have language. It's rated mature for strong language, and for what I've seen, they don't hold any punches for the game, just like in the television show. So just make sure you keep that in mind. But if you like the show, you'll probably really like the game. It does include the actual characters like Tommy Shelby and Arthur from the show, including the original voice actors. You're going to be able to be immersed in this world of 1920s Birmingham and in London, and there's a lot of interesting stuff happening here. I have not played this as of yet. I know a lot of other people have played it and done gameplay on the channel. I have just not gotten around to doing it, but it is coming out next Thursday. So if you like Peaky Blinders, or if you're looking for a time period based action adventure game, then this definitely is something that might pique your interest. Now, also launching next week, which I am really excited about as well, is Guardians Frontline. Guardians Frontline is the full release version of Guardians, which has been on App Lab for quite some time. I very much have enjoyed what I've played of this game on App Lab. It's an online kind of RTS style first-person shooter with an in-game level editor. You can actually play it in either single-player mode, there's a 4-player co-op, or an 8-player PvP mode in the final version. The description says, with a dangerous alien onslaught looming, players must take control of the battlefield to protect the Federation as they work to extract a mysterious power source. Strategically place buildings for cover, call in spacecrafts for air support, or face the enemy head-on with powerful, heavy weapons. There's a lot of cool stuff going in here and a lot of strategy going on as well. So if you like RTS and FPS games kind of mixed together, this will be a really fun game for you. The combat feels a lot like Halo, and when you're playing it in co-op, it's just an absolute blast. Finally, there is one other new game on the coming soon section of the Quest store called Not for Broadcast. Now, I believe this is actually a game brought over from another platform. Maybe it was a flat platform, I'm not 100% sure. This is about being in the broadcast booth. It's a dark comedy game, apparently. I've never played it and don't know anything about it, but it's like an FMV adventure, which has you using a broadcast booth to edit a live broadcast, whether it's censoring words or picking headlines or putting the ads into place. It looks crazy. It looks weird. I'm not sure what exactly it is. It is rated mature, though, for nudity, sexual themes, and strong language. So it's obviously not a clean nighttime show that you are editing. It looks kind of messed up and weird in an interesting kind of way, I guess. I don't know. It's something that a lot of people will probably enjoy, but I have currently no idea what to expect from it and no expectations whatsoever as to whether it's going to be good or not. If you played the other version at some point in time, because it says it's award-winning, it must have been on another platform, I'm assuming flat. If you played it, let me know in the comments what you think and if it's worth checking out. But there you go. Those are the upcoming games. And if you want to find out even more games coming to the Quest 2, take a look at this video I did recently for all the upcoming Quest 2 games in the near future. Thanks so much for watching and happy questing.